Welcome. If you've ever felt like manually configuring AWS is like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded, don't worry, you're not alone. Ansible simplifies AWS automation, and today, we're tackling ELB configuration. Subnet ID decide where your ELB lives, and Ansible makes handling them a breeze. So buckle up, we're about to make AWS networking feel a lot less intimidating. I'm Amelia James, a technology expert with 13 plus years of experience designing and delivering human resource management systems that actually work for people. I specialize in building scalable integrated HR platforms that streamline processes, enhance employee experience, and give leadership real-time, actionable insights. Imagine hiring a really efficient assistant who never complains, never forgets, and never asks for a raise. Meet Ansible. It automates tasks like configuring AWS ELB, which ensures your application traffic runs smoothly. ELB makes sure no single server cries from overload. And with Ansible, you don't have to babysit configurations. It handles them for you. Think of a subnet like seating in a theater. Your AWS resources need the right section to function optimally. Each subnet has a unique ID, which tells AWS where to place things like ELB. Picking the wrong subnet is like sitting in the front row when you needed the back. Let's make sure your ELB gets the VIP treatment. Subnet ID are the GPS coordinates of ELB. Without them, your load balancer won't know where to park. Routing, security, and efficiency all depend on them. And if you're using Ansible, these ID make automation seamless. Let's make sure your ELB lands exactly where it should. Alright folks, let's talk about making your ELB work flawlessly with the right subnet ID. First, we need to define why we need this playbook. It's like GPS, it gives direction. Then we grab the right subnet ID, because misplacing them is like losing your house keys. Next, configuring ELB settings ensures smooth operation. And finally, a good deployment ensures everything functions as expected. Because nobody likes last-minute firefighting. Security groups and VPCs, the unsung heroes of infrastructure. First, we set security rules to avoid any oops, my database is open to the world moments. Then, verifying VPC configuration ensures our resources are talking within the right network, not shouting across the wrong one. Linking ELB to security groups is like picking the right locks. And finally, testing traffic ensures your setup isn't like a toll booth with no exit. Configuring ELB is great, but is it actually working? First, we check its health. If it's sick, your apps suffer. Next, listener settings need to be right, like ensuring your coffee machine is actually brewing coffee and not tea. Then, testing response times helps detect lag. And finally, logs reveal mystery errors. Because nobody wants a ghost in the system, troubleshooting ELB issues is like fixing a leaky pipe. First, we recognize the error messages, because if ELB is upset, it will tell you. Checking instance health is like making sure the pipes aren't broken. Then, verifying network settings ensures traffic is flowing the right way, and log files. They're like security footage, telling you exactly what went wrong. If ELB were a car, best practices would be regular maintenance. First, optimizing subnet allocation avoids wasted resources, because why park in 5 spots when one will do? Using security best practices ensures attackers don't joyride your infrastructure. Logging and monitoring help spot problems early, and automation makes life easy, because nobody wants to manually adjust things at 3 a.m. Ansible plus ELB equals automation magic. We start by defining playbook structure. It's like writing the blueprint. Then, using modules makes updates effortless, because reinventing the wheel is so overrated. Scheduling updates at optimal times avoids downtime disasters, and testing before deployment. Well, that's just common sense unless you enjoy surprise outages. So we've covered everything from subnet ID to automation. ELB can be tricky, but with the right setup, it's smooth sailing. Automation saves time, security keeps things safe, and monitoring ensures long-term success. Keep these practices in mind, and your infrastructure will thank you. Probably not with chocolates, but hey, fewer outages are a great gift. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us.